This is an RNZ podcast.
Hello, I'm Simon Morris. We're told there are two cardinal rules when it comes to making a hit movie, neither of which turn out to be true. The first is that love, romantic, big kiss at the end sort of love, is pretty essential. And the second is that all love stories stick rigidly to one formula, give or take the gender of your choice. Boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy gets girl, right? Well, apparently not.
This place makes no sense.
Don't I know it?
There are dark forces who want to destroy this world. If we want to stop them, we're going to need to create something amazing.
All the top 10 movies this year are essentially action spectacles. Minecraft, Mission Impossible, Lilo and Stitch, Superman, more being chased by bad guys than hot pursuit of a loved one. The first film, anything like a traditional love story, comes in at number 16, Snow White, of which the least said the better.
She's the one.
He's the one.
And the rules of the romantic game aren't set in stone either. Looking down the list of all-time top movie love stories, happy endings are by no means guaranteed. Casablanca, Gone with the Wind, Brokeback Mountain, not to mention Romeo and Juliet. None of them end on a final clinch. Well, not a permanent one.
Ilsa, I'm no good at being noble, but it doesn't take much to see that the problems of three little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world. Someday you'll understand that. Now. He's looking at you, kid.
That's not to say there aren't plenty of person of the appropriate gender getting the other person of the appropriate gender, but those tend to be lightweight musicals, comedies and musical comedies. For hardcore romantics, you can't beat a three-hanky breakup, apparently.
You're going away. You're leaving. And I'm staying here. And I'm so happy that you're doing that. But you're going to have a million things to do. You've got so much ahead of you.
Don't talk like that.
It's true.
So what I'm saying is formulaic romance isn't as easy as it looks, or to put it another way, it's complicated. No wonder we make so few of them here. I mean, if Hollywood is struggling right now, why should we be any better at it?
Would you join me for the craziest night of your life?
Hi, Tim. How are you?
You've gone mental, Zoe. One of us has to get ready.
Aren't you a bit tired of just being so responsible?
At least Curtis Vowell and Sophie Henderson's Baby Done featured a couple that seemed to get on, even if it was a little short of the first fine careless rapture of true romance. Well, that team returns this week with another dip into the waters of Kiwi love. From the recent film festival, it's called Workmates.
Sometimes you gotta break the rules to make something great happen.
Can Lucy and Tom get out of the dreaded friend zone? In fact, Workmates is joined by two other romance-adjacent films this week. From Britain, another festival offering sees an eccentric millionaire attempt to put his favourite musical couple back together.
Wowzers in your trousers. Oh my goodness gracious me. That's something else. That's something, everything's there and that's somewhere else. Just believe me, I'm speechless.
Well, you're not.
Well, I am.
But it turns out the Ballad of Wallis Island isn't your standard second-time-around love story either. Well, how about a sexy action movie, Caught Stealing?
Such a nice small-town boy.
You like baseball, dogs.
I need you to take care of my cat.
Where's Russ?
He's not here.
You know not to mess with us, yes?
Once again, I'm sorry, romance fans. The trailer may claim it's just as much about glamorous Austin Butler and Zoe Kravitz as it is about $4 million in loose change, but trailers are proving unreliable this year. At least the New Zealand backstage comedy spells it out. Workmates.
Trouble.
I've had a soft spot for the films of writer-star Sophie Henderson and her husband-director Curtis Val ever since their debut, The Touching Fantail. Their follow-up, the Rose Matafeo comedy Baby Done, was enjoyable too, a couple making heavy weather of having a baby.
You wish you were pregnant?
No.
Congratulations.
Tapeworm can cause false positive pregnancy tests.
It's not a tapeworm, it's a baby.
Workmates dips into Sophie's experiences running Auckland's independent basement theatre. Clearly, many of the events in the fictional Crystal Ballroom are drawn from life. The low to non-existent budgets, the pretentious first play directed by someone with the brilliantly described ironic moustache.
This is a professional production. Is this a professional theatre? Must the show go on? Must it?
At the heart of the theatre and the film are the two friends running it. There's slapdash Lucy, Sophie Henderson, with an over-optimistic belief that everything will come right on the night. And there's ultra-careful Tom, Matt Whelan, who's starting to wonder if the Crystal Ballroom is a suitable long-term career path.
I wouldn't sleep there, mate.
Oh.
People have sex on that sofa.
Yep. Okay. Thank you.
Reinforcing this position is a sudden bunch of accidents, mostly connected to Lucy's extreme cost-cutting on water pipes, bare wires, fire escapes. This isn't so much a number 8 wire operation, this is more a hot-wired stolen vehicle of a theatre.
Is that an ice cream container over a fire alarm?
Is that not allowed?
What do you think?
Well, your building has not passed its warrant of fitness.
We can't cancel people's shows.
Oh my God, I'm not even trying to be a dick about this, but this place is dodgy.
So Tom and Lucy are going to have to raise money fast. In this, they're encouraged by the example of countless previous backstage romantic comedies, from Judy Garland and Mickey Rooney to Zendaya and Zac Efron, but with one notable difference. Is this really a romantic comedy?
No.
We need to launch an urgent fundraising campaign.
It's funny, I thought you two were a couple.
Oh, no, we're not.
Tom and Lucy are just workmates, and while everyone they know assumes they're a couple, or should be a couple, they happily laugh it off. Apart from anything, Tom's already in a relationship with the humorless, slightly nagging Nina.
Hey, Nina.
You know, you can just come home now.
Listen, Luz. It's time for me to leave.
Even if we get our money?
We're never going to get the money.
Traditionally, humorless, slightly nagging partners are the easiest ones to dispose of in a romantic comedy, second only to their boorish, sexist male equivalents. But that's not the fish Workmates is setting out to fry. This is a love story about the theatre.
Go love theatre! You know disclosure of a workplace relationship is mandatory.
Is that?
Don't break it.
This is what happens if people don't love theatres enough. I can't save it without you.
Actually, I've been promising myself I should go to the theatre more often, but there's theatre and theatre. That displayed at the Crystal Ballroom is mostly the self-indulgent variety, playing to audiences made up of people who've got their own show on next week. Is this a deliberate satire of rotten plays, or a love letter to the first efforts of stage stars of tomorrow?
You all right, mate?
Just don't turn your back on theatre. I would do anything for the Crystal Ballroom.
Lucy, I go to the Met for you every single time.
I love the Crystal Ballroom. It doesn't love me back.
Hard to say at times, and as half the plotline of Workmates depends on the importance of saving this theatre from collapse, we should care, shouldn't we? The basement theatre crowd presumably won't need much convincing, but the rest of us are probably more interested in the is it or isn't it romance of Workmates. It's the old when Harry met Sally question. Can friends transition to lovers?
This friendship, it's not even a friendship anymore. I don't know what this is.
You're disgusting to
You're
me.
disgusting to me.
In real life, the answer is possibly it's unlikely, but films like Workmates need to be reminded of the unimportance of real life and movie romances. In the end, it opted for a slightly unsatisfactory bittersweet. Not a cheesy happy ending, certainly, but not tragic enough to do damage to too many hankies either.
You're two of my least favourite star signs.
The premise of The Ballad of Wallis Island is simple. A rich, lonely man has one obsession in life, the folk duo Maguire-Mortimer, who broke up painfully years ago. He decides to bring them back together in a concert on his remote island, a concert to a very small audience.
Is it just you?
Yeah.
Right. I'm literally playing to one guy. I'm going to have to take out a restraining order. Can you shut the door?
Absolutely.
No, I meant...
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm not really used to having guests.
You'd think that sounds like an indie cringe comedy with poor Herb Maguire being stalked by a crazy fan. And that's what I thought too. It's not that though. In a lot of ways it's the opposite of that. For a start, it's got the always magic ingredient Carey Mulligan in it, playing Nell Mortimer.
Long live the scribes. Nell here is, of course, a writer extraordinaire.
Was, and even then, not really.
Yes, really. Slip Away, one of yours?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You like that one, do you?
Yes, it's an absolute banger, thank you.
And The Ballad of Wallis Island is also very funny. Not cringe comedy funny or desperate puns funny, though both feature a bit. Funny because you fall in love with the characters and want the best for them. It opens on Herb, Tom Basden, arriving at Wallis Island's harbour, only to find there isn't one.
You made it, okay?
Is there not like a harbour?
It's sort of nature's harbour. Welcome to Wallis Island. No.
His host Charles, the bumbling Tim Key, seems to have been off the grid for so long he's rather lost the knack of hosting. He shows willing though, and since Herb needs help to dry out his phone, he takes him to Amanda's rather understocked general store.
Do you sell rice? My phone got wet.
We've got pasta.
Has to be rice, apparently. Oh, you've got rice pudding, look.
Rice pudding definitely won't work.
Well, not with that attitude. No, it won't.
Charles is obviously a genuine Maguire-Mortimer fan, even if he's not so keen on Herb's later solo material. And currently cash-strapped Herb can't deny the money will come in handy. A lot of money for one small concert.
The great Herb Maguire, coming all the way out there without your roadies. Which brings me to the thorny issue of payment.
Where will the audience be? You said there'd be 100.
I said less than 100.
Many thousands of pounds, in fact, and a concert to an audience of one. Charles is putting his money where his mouth is, and since he's paying the solo piper, he feels he's allowed to ask a few personal questions, like, why did Herb and Nell actually break up?
So, what's happened with you and Nell Mortimer? When was the last time you played together?
I'm quite a private person, to be honest.
I know you are. But go on, what happened?
Oh, did I say solo piper? Don't worry, Charles has got good news, and here she comes now. With no warning, Herb's long-estranged musical and personal partner will be joining him on stage. Well, on the beach. And she's not alone.
Do you invite Nell?
Yeah, she's with Michael.
Who's Michael?
Her husband.
Oh, shit.
In a good way, or?
You knew I was coming, right?
Yeah.
Since the demise of Maguire-Mortimer, Nell has gone into the chutney-making business with her new American husband, Michael. She already knows a lot more about this event than Herb. So can he get past his feelings of guilt? He, after all, was the one to go solo all those years ago, as well as some other suppressed feelings.
I didn't really listen to your songs back in the day.
Is this my guitar?
Yeah, got that at auction.
Oh, wow, you are a fan.
My favourite is always Maguire-Mortimer. Your music changed everything. Herb.
He's gone to get his guitar.
Oh, has he? Has he? Ah.
If you need some affection.
The story is cleverly being sold as a second-time-around romance, but it seems writer-stars Tom Basden and Tim Key have other plans for The Ballad of Wallis Island. We're initially intrigued watching Herb and Nell reviving their memories of old songs and old times, but this is also Charles's story. In fact, very much Charles's story.
Hell of a serve you got, didn't you? I've no one to play with, so the only thing I can practice is the old serve. See, this is the issue.
Tim Key plays Charles so sweetly that his endless jokes, slightly irritating to start with, become strangely endearing. Meanwhile, Herb, Tom Basden wrote all the songs by the way, achieves another tricky transition from self-indulgent, important artist to a decent human being.
Joe's where he wants to go. Oh, give me your love, give me your love to me.
I know you miss this.
I miss our music.
Oh, give me your love, give me your love to me.
The key to Herb's progress is meeting Nell again, of course. Not just the new, more mature Nell, but the reminder of why they got together in the first place. The idea of music is often the hardest thing to get right in a movie, but getting Carey Mulligan to help is always a good first step.
Oh, invite her to the gig.
No.
Why?
Not happening.
Why not?
Because no. That's my worst thing about gigs, is other people. Pushing, singing along.
She's one person, Charlie.
I know she's one person.
She's not going to start a mosh pit, is she?
The Ballad of Wallis Island inevitably brings to mind two other perfect jewels of movies, the Scottish comedy drama romance Local Hero, and another boy-girl duo, the Irish mini-musical Once. Like them, it's funny, but the comedy doesn't get in the way of what's really going on.
Honey,
You love the past, but it's gone now.
You've ruined my life.
I wish you'd stop saying that. One day we might wake up hungover with 2/3 of diddly squat to our name.
no!
But we'll always have this island and your beautiful music.
And like them, it's about watching people grow, but not quite in the way you're expecting. It's nicely directed by TV veteran James Griffiths, but the skill, the charm, and the success of the Ballad of Wallis Island is all in the playing. As I say, perfect.
If you need some affection and you're feeling all alone.
That's lovely, isn't it?
Just take it in, Charles.
Take it in, drink it in, glug glug. Water, water everywhere.
Please,
Can we just please
watch the
appreciate
sunsets?
this damn sunset?
New York writer-director Darren Aronofsky is nobody's first choice for an entertaining action comedy romance. His previous, rather bleak films like Requiem for a Dream, Black Swan, Noah and the rest tend to attract comments like harsh realities, dispiriting struggles and waking nightmares, and these are from his friends.
What the hell happened?
Some last call. Drink them if you got them.
Let's go back to your place and you can take advantage of my poor judgment.
I depend on your poor judgment.
But filmmakers don't live on harsh reality alone, as I'm sure Aronofsky's bank manager has reminded him. So now he's turned to a pulp thriller called Caught Stealing, featuring stars for the moment Austin Butler and Zoe Kravitz as a crazy couple of kids living on the Lower East Side.
I want to know if I can take this seriously.
What do you need to take us seriously?
Come on, kids, get a room.
Sorry, Miss Kitty.
Hank and Yvonne may not have much, but they do have each other. Caught stealing, incidentally, is a baseball term. Years ago, Hank was a would-be ball player until tragedy stepped in. Now he's a barman living next door to an English punk rocker called Russ.
Oi! What are you doing, geezer? Is that the best you can do? I've got to fly back to London. I need you to take care of my cat.
I like cats.
I like dogs.
And you probably guessed this is where the story starts. Matt Smith, some distance from Doctor Who, or indeed the Crown's Prince Philip, plays Russ in a ludicrous mohawk hairdo. He leaves his cat with Hank, while a pair of Russian no-goodniks are hot on his trail. When they can't find Russ, they take it out on Hank.
Hey, is Russ home?
Who are you? What's the baby, man?
Girlfriend Yvonne takes Hank to hospital to be patched up, and it soon turns out that the Russians aren't the only ones searching for whatever Russ is hiding. There's a Puerto Rican hitman, played inevitably by Puerto Rican rapper turned actor Bad Bunny.
La pistola. Either I get what I want, or my pistol talk for me.
Belatedly, Hank and Yvonne go to the police, led by Regina King, who seems a bit expensive and award-winning for such a supporting role. She tells Hank that there are plenty more bad guys on his trail and that in a Darren Aronofsky film there's likely to be blood. I think we guessed as much.
These guys you messed up with, they're scary monsters.
I don't know anything.
What sweet baby dad? What did you get me into?
Darling, you got to let me know.
And now Russ has belatedly returned from London and he explains to Hank all we need to know. That is, it's all about money. A lot of money that nobody seems in any mood to share.
Welcome to Narnia.
Should I stay or should I go?
How much is there? Over 4 million. Everyone gets a cut. The Russians, the Puerto Ricans, the Hebrews.
What is it about New York directors that they all think they're Martin Scorsese, even when they're making what purports to be a fun action romp? There's wholesale slaughter. Fresh-faced Austin Butler is soon covered in cuts and bruises, while Matt Smith spends much of his screen time sporting a kiwi egg-sized bump on the head.
What are you doing? Oh!
So what happens to me? Sorry, mate.
You run away from what you're afraid of, then it owns you.
Buckle your seatbelt.
Should I stay or should I go?
I suppose you can't blame director Aronofsky entirely for the rapidly building body count of Caught Stealing. It's based on a novel by one Charlie Huston, no relation to any more famous Hustons, who also wrote the script. Aronofsky just made sure you were always aware who was getting killed, and usually by whom.
What is going on? Either we go deeper or pick it up.
I don't want out.
Unforgivably, among the casualties is anyone Hank might possibly run off into the sunset with. This is a film that assumes romance is dispensable and replaceable. I see the novel Caught Stealing as the first of a series of similar books featuring the hard-done-by Hank.
Should I stay or should I go?
I need to know that you're a guy that can handle it.
Hey!
I can handle it.
For New York directors, money, particularly a big bag full of actual cash, is far more exciting than a passing fling, even if that excitement doesn't appear to get through to the cast. Good actors like Liev Schreiber and Vincent D'Onofrio, and Regina King, who finds herself with more to do than we expected, do what they can, but they let us know that the only money they're interested in is coming after the movie's over.
I don't suppose you're Jewish, are you?
Eat, skinny boy.
You know you're gonna upset her.
I like you, Hank.
There aren't a lot of rules in a hard-boiled action thriller, but one of them is this: don't kill too many people before the end. Maybe you can get away with it when you're making waking nightmares involving harsh realities, Darren. The rest of us just want something to eat popcorn to. A love story would be good. Oh well, here's looking at you, kid. I'm Simon Morris, and I hope you'll join me at the movies, same time next week.